Hi, good day. I'm Vida. Welcome to the weekly news roundup. Let's take a look at our top national and business story this week. Prime Minister Hun Sen issued clarification over Royal Railways contract. The Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia cancel Angkor Sangkran celebration this year. Family of university student killed in hit-and-run Seoul civil suit. Japanese friendship bridge in Phnom Penh reopens early after 2 years of renovation. Projections show national economy to grow 7% this year. Kampong Speu palm sugar earns PGI status in Europe. We begin with our top national news. Prime Minister Hun Sen this week issued a clarification on a comment he made about the termination of Royal Railways contract. Last Friday, Prime Minister Hun Sen announced Royal Railways contract will be terminated after below par performance from the company. However, 3 days after he made the statement, Mr. Hun Sen said his words were misunderstood. He said he didn't mention a specific date as to when the contract will end. He noted that the government will not assume control of the train system at the moment, and a rush to do so would cause a potential crisis. Mr. Hun Sen said Royal Railway will continue to operate as usual. However, he said that there is an issue because Royal Railway no longer has an international partner after Australian-owned Tool holds sold its stake. Mr. Hun Sen added that the government will find a new company that can partner with Royal Railway. The Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia on Tuesday said it would not hold the Angkor Sangkran celebration this year in Siem Reap province. It said it would not instead focus on preparing for Khmer New Year Angkor Sangkran celebration in all cities and provinces in the kingdom. In a statement, UYFC said it will not prepare the national Angkor Sangkran in Siem Reap for this year because the working group wants to take this opportunity to prepare for the New Year Angkor Sangkran in every city and province. Meanwhile, UYFC is encouraging its provincial and city members to prepare Angkor Sangkran in all areas in order to promote culture, the arts and Khmer tradition and make Khmer New Year celebration a joyous occasion for all Cambodians. It said that since 2013, the Angkor Sangkran celebration has been growing in popularity each year and boosts tourism, which is the main source of revenue for Siem Reap province. It noted that the celebration has also resulted in world record-breaking events such as the Madison dance involving thousands of participants and a 4-ton sticky rice cake. Last month, Siem Reap Governor Tia Seha said the province would prepare to make Siem Reap Sangkran celebration a big event just like Angkor Sangkran. He said that the provincial authorities are preparing security, safety and public order measures and putting up decoration lights along all streets in the province to attract more tourists. Additionally, UYFC also announced on Tuesday that in collaboration with Praveen provincial authorities, it will hold large-scale Sangkran celebration in Praveen city from April 13 to April 16. The family of a motorist suspected of killing a student in a hit-and-run incident in Phnom Penh last month has agreed to pay $7,000 to settle a civil complaint. Lawyer Mung Thun Lepi said the plaintiff on Wednesday accepted the money as compensation, noting that previously she had demanded $200,000 for the loss of her daughter. Sray Supanara, a lawyer for the defendant's family, yesterday said the agreement had been reached between the two parties. According to a police report, 16-year-old Yen Kun Mai was driving an SUV with two friends when she hit 23-year-old Dom Rida on Street 228 in Tukok district. Miss Rida died at the scene and Miss Kun Mai and her friends fled and abandoned the SUV in Mien Chai district. Miss Kun Mai then turned herself in after Prime Minister Hun Sen publicly ordered for the arrest of those involved. Regarding the suspect, Miss Supanara said Miss Kun Mai could still be punished over the incident. Phnom Penh Municipal Court spokesman Lee Supana said a judge has ordered an investigation. Miss Kun Mai was charged with reckless driving and negligence leading to a death. If convicted, she could be jailed for up to 3 years and be fined up to $3,700. She is now in pre-trial detention. After about 2 years of renovation work, the Cambodian-Japan Friendship Bridge has finally reopened to connect Phnom Penh to other provinces and ease traffic conditions. Prime Minister Hun Sen and Japanese Ambassador Hidehisa Horinochi presided over the inauguration ceremony yesterday. On Facebook, Mr. Hun Sen said the bridge is very important because it connects Phnom Penh to other provinces. He also thanked Japan for granting and money to support the renovations of the bridge. According to the Japan International Cooperation Agency, the latest renovation work began in September 2017 and repairs were needed due to damages. It said that the bridge was originally scheduled to reopen in June. Mr. Hun Sen credited Japan and Cambodia for the early opening, hailing their engineering. He also said that it was a gift for Cambodia for the upcoming Khmer New Year. City Hall spokesman Mepmi Phakdai said the bridge will reduce traffic jams in and around Phnom Penh. The Cambodian-Japanese Friendship Bridge Rehabilitation Project was carried out through a grant of approximately $13 million from the Japanese government. The Cambodian-Japanese Friendship Bridge Rehabilitation Project was carried out through a grant of approximately $30 million from the Japanese government. The bridge, also known as Chorojangwa Bridge 1, was constructed in 1963 through technical assistance from Japan, but it was almost destroyed by the Civil War in the 1970s. It was reconstructed via grant assistance from Japan in 1992 and reopened in 1996 to connect Phnom Penh to other provinces in the kingdom. And on to our top business story this week. Cambodia's economy is projected to grow at 7% this year and will slow down slightly in 2020, following a deceleration of economic growth in the country's top trade partners, according to a report by the Asian Development Bank. ADB's projection for this year is lower than its figure for last year, 7.3%, resulting from uncertainty over the European Union's revisions of Cambodia's trade status and the trade war between the United States and China. With a slowdown forecast in the advanced economies and China major destination for Cambodia exports, growth will likely soften for Cambodia export and the tourism sector, ADB said in its flagship annual economic publication. ADB Country Director Sanaya Durrani Jamal said in the launch of the report that while Cambodia will enjoy robust economic growth, it will face a series of internal and external challenges. The Ministry of Economy and Finance in January projected that the national economy will expand by 7.3% this year on the back of strong growth in the government, construction and hospitality sectors. It also predicted that GDP will expand at a rate of 7.1% this year as a result of strong growth in export and domestic consumption. According to ADB's report, growth in Asia will slow down to 5.7% this year and 5.6% next year. Kampong Speu Province palm sugar has been awarded geographical indication status in the European Union. The European Commission on Tuesday announced that Kampong Speu palm sugar has been registered as a protected destination of origin and a protected geographical indication. Kampong Speu palm sugar is made from the sap of the palm sugar tree and is characterized by a rich aroma and a light brown color that resembles pumpkin. Som Sarun, president of the Kampong Speu Palm Sugar Promotion Association, said he expects orders to increase and the price to remain stable. Kampong Speu palm sugar is now exported to 20 countries in Asia and the EU, according to Mr. Sarun, who added that the PGI label will help protect the product against counterfeits. With 168 farmers, last year the Kampong Speu Palm Sugar Promotion Association produced 300 tons of the product. This year, 350 tons are expected. The association sells palm sugar to processing and exporting companies at approximately $1,323 per ton. It produces 4 types of palm sugar, paste palm sugar, block palm sugar, and syrup palm sugar. This is all for this week. Join us next time for another edition of the Weekly News Roundup. I'm Vida. Have a good weekend.